Welcome to week 3 online anatomy and physiology crew. Thank you for the awesome work during the first couple of weeks. You got critical skills turned in during week 1. You got video assignment turned in and responses. I appreciate it. There's no better way to jump into a class than to simply jump in. And I know that online can be tricky. I know that a new institution and a new learning platform and a new instructor can be busy and crazy. But you're all doing this. I've sent out emails to everyone. I've heard back from most of you. You got to stay connected. If you kind of drop off away from this class, then it will come up and grab you. And sometimes it's tough to recover. So please make sure you're staying connected to Canvas. Please make sure you're staying connected to your emails. And please know that I'm here for you. So here we go. We've got week 3 coming up. Relatively straightforward for week 3. So please hear me on this. We've got one set of lecture content presentations, we've got one lecture presentation on the integumentary system. So we worked our way up through the order of sort of the hierarchy of organization. We've done atoms and molecules and macromolecules and organelles and cells, which are the first living unit. We've done tissues now, that's done. And now we're gonna work our way through organ systems. And we'll start with the integumentary system. We'll start on the outside of the body. So one presentation for lecture this week in the integumentary system, and you'll find that this is a little bit less than the past couple weeks, so this is a nice little chance to catch up a little bit. And then for lab this week, we will do histology. We'll take a look at tissues. And because you had tissues in lecture last week, this tissue lab will be reinforced a little bit by what you know about epithelial tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue, and muscle tissue. So that's the content for this week in preparation for quizzes. You'll have a lecture quiz at the end of this coming up week on the integumentary system presentation. You'll have a quiz at the end of this week coming up on the histology stuff for lab. All of this is in preparation for a first set of exams, which will be coming up at the end of week 4. So make it through this week. Crank on any content that you may have been struggling with. You'll have a little bit more time this week. So if you have to go back into chemistry, or if you have to go back into cells, or if you have to go back into tissues, or if you have to go back into Atlas A, you'll need this content. So you can't just learn it and forget about it. It will be rolling content that we build upon. So you can do this. Thank you for the work. Week 3 for lecture, integumentary system presentation with a 10-question quiz at the end of this week. For lab, histology or tissues content with the 10-question quiz for lab at the end of this week. Get going, folks. Thank you for the great work.